Join me on this week's long run. I wore my Pegasus 41 tonight for what was going to be an easy-ish long run. I headed down the main road of our village and the high street before coming to Minnis Bay, where I went a different way today. Instead of heading left to Reculver, I headed right. I stayed at the top on the main road and headed towards Margate. When I got to Westbrook, I went down onto the promenade and pulled out the pretzels and Skittles for the first food of the run. I ran right next to the see-through Westgate, where they actually have some of the brightest and best painted beach huts. I got to Margate, where the beach wasn't too busy, but it was quite hectic on the seafront. If you haven't been to Margate before, it's actually good for a day out with the beach, Dreamland, arcades, the Turner Centre, and lots of seafood. I headed into Wetherspoons to buy a bottle of water and had my Kendal mint cake as I came into Cliftonville. I carried on running on the seafront top away from the beach area, which were quite busy. The next 7 to 8k were pretty boring just on main roads. I eventually backed round and got back to Dreamland, which had an event on this evening, and I could hear the music. I went back in Spoons for another bottle of water and the toilet this time. As I got back onto Margate seafront, the sun was going down and there were some great views. It was a lot quieter by the sea now, so I carried on along the promenades but had to stop to write my name in chalk. By the time I got back onto the road, it was almost dark. I kept a lookout for the late night golf balls potentially flying at me and then headed up the main road and finished in the dark at 25k.